Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Rampant MVP.
We're Sean and Steph, the owners and operators of Rampant Design, and today we are talking about the how, what, when, and why you should use anamorphic flares in your video production.
So Sean and I get a lot of emails asking us, what are anamorphic flares? When do I use them? Why do I use them? And of course, how do I use them in my video production?
So let's talk anamorphic flares.
All right, let's start with the what. What are anamorphic flares?
Well, first, let's talk about what a flare is. A flare occurs when a light source shines into a camera lens. This can happen naturally from the sun or a man-made object like a flashlight.
And anamorphic flares are a specific type of flare that have a streak-like appearance.
All right, so now that we know what an anamorphic flare is, how do we use them in our video?
Well, they're very easy to use, but they're used differently depending on the editing software that you're using. So let's check out how to use them in Premiere Pro, Final Cut, and DaVinci Resolve.
Alrighty, in Premiere Pro, you add the flare above your video clip, head over to the effects panel, and change the blend mode from normal to screen. Boom, there's that awesome flary goodness blended right into your video.
In Final Cut, add the flare above your video clip, head over to the inspector, and just like in Premiere, change the blend mode from normal to screen, and again, you will see the flare blend with your video footage.
And in DaVinci Resolve, the procedure is very similar to Premiere and Final Cut. You add your flare above the video clip, head over to the inspector, and change the composite mode from normal to screen. And there you go, all that flare goodness blended right on top of your video clip.
Now feel free to test out all the other different blend modes that are available in your editing software. There's some really cool effects that you can make. We recommend starting out with screen and then experiment and just sort of add them to your video as needed.
And if you'd like to see any of these as detailed tutorials, check out the links in the description below. Bloop.
Okay, now we know the what and the how, let's talk about the why. Why would you use anamorphic flares in your video?
Well, the easiest would be to add a sci-fi or a tech look.
But these flares also work great on fashion projects, award shows, music videos, and any other type of video you want to draw attention to.
All right, this is all great, but when do I use anamorphic flares?
Well, you can use them to dress up bad or boring footage.
You can instantly create a modern feel to your project.
Anamorphic flares also work great on text animations and company logos.
And like all other Rampant effects, flares are a spice. Just add them when you need them. They're super easy.
And just remember, it's not difficult to add these to your video. It's just a spice, so add them when you need them and make your video look awesome.
Blammy. All right, that's it for this episode of Rampant MVP, the how, what, when, and why you use effects in video production.
If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and make sure you share with your friends.
All right, and if you don't already have our world-famous studio flares, check them out in the links below, and use the coupon code RAMPANTMVP for 50% off.
Again, we're Sean and Steph. We're from Rampant Design. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.